Following is the podcast with Kalyan. He's a learning expert in the field of blockchain. We have talked about the architecture and basics of blockchain and how to build a blockchain from scratch. Additionally, we have talked about Ganache blockchain, its specific and important use cases. We have also talked about the influence of AI in the blockchain field and does something interoperability between the blockchain exist or not. So I hope you will enjoy it. So let's start. What is blockchain?
Before going into blockchain, I have to tell something related to Web 1, Web 2 and Web 3.
Oh.
In our era, so in 2003 to 2010, we have a Web 2 era. Before that, we have Web 1. So what is Web 1 is like? When you are having an interface, when you are seeing an interface, you can just read it. You can't just make any changes in that.
Yep.
Okay, right? So
Static.
Yeah. So it's like a read-only website. So then comes Web 2. So what is Web 2 is like you can just read and write. So we got WhatsApp, we got Meta, we got Instagram. So just you are posting something and you are reading others' post.
Yeah.
But there is no security there. You can just post my photo in your Instagram, right? So yeah, there is no security in Web 2. So for changing that, for accomplishing the security, we got Web 3. So what is Web 3 is, you can read, you can write, and you will be getting the transparency, just your ownership for your particular post. For each and every thing you are putting, you will be the owner for the particular thing. So there comes the blockchain. So there are many chains in blockchain, like Ethereum is there, Polygon is there, and when it comes to a chain, we will be having two types of thing. One is a mainnet, another one is the testnet. So when you are developing a particular application, just you need, for example, you are doing a supply chain or a voting kind of thing, you need to test the particular application. Even in Web 2, we will do that. So while testing, we will be getting the transactions happening in the MetaMask. For that, we can't get the mainnet because one Ethereum value is very high. So we are having multiple testnets for Ethereum, like Sefolia is there, Ganache is there, and Gorilla is there. And for Polygon also, we have Polygon Mumbai, and like that, many test network are there. So while compiling your contract to make your contract run, I will just tell what the contract and next. So for doing those things and all, you need a testnet. That's a dummy coin. So you will test with the testnet. Once all the testing has been done, very good, and you will be jumping back to the mainnet. Yeah. So that's how the blockchain Web 3, Web 2 evolved after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you explain the architecture of a single blockchain?
Okay. So yeah. For when it comes to a blockchain, it's like when we heard of a node, right?
Yep.
So we'll be having a main node. Under each main node, we'll be having a sub node. That's the child node. But every child node is linked to a main node. That is called centralized.
Oh, yeah.
But when it comes to a blockchain kind of thing, everything is decentralized.
Yeah.
When we heard of in Web 2, we have many distributed file system, many main node kind of thing and all. You can take big data. There is Hadoop. So the Hadoop architecture and all, it's a distributed file system, but still everything is interlinked to a very main node thing. Even though you have a database, you are having a cloud. For example, I will just compare how the Web 2 database thing and how blockchain architecture looks like. So when it comes to a cloud computing kind of projects and all you are doing, we'll be having a main cloud database. Under a cloud database, there may be many more distributed file systems. We are having a main branch, you'll be having a sub branch for a particular company. They will be doing. So what happens if one main centralized database got crashed? Everything will get crashed. For example, when a university is using the Amazon AWS services, if the Amazon got crashed, all the university database and the consumer database will be getting crashed. When it comes to a blockchain architecture, it won't be happening because it is a decentralized architecture. If the main node fails, no issues. The next node will work and the next architecture will be working on-chain. So this is the difference between how the Web 2 and the blockchain architecture looks like.
How to build a blockchain from scratch? How is it being built?
Okay, so yeah, when we I will take this podcast like a comparison kind of thing so that it will be easily understandable. So when we are building a Web 2 application, we will be learning many languages, right? Leave over front end. Front end is same for both Web 3 and Web 2. When it comes to back end, we will do code in Python, we will do code in Node.js for back end, for MongoDB kind of thing and all. But when it comes to Web 3, we will be learning Solidity. So Solidity is a language where you will be writing the smart contracts. So for every Web3 application, we will be writing a contract first of all. So it's like the set of instructions given to the particular application, what you need to do, like that. You will be it's similar to C and C++ language, what I observed, but still the same classes, the constructor, every concept is the same. So you can easily learn Solidity. So you will be coding in Solidity. You are coding in front end. There is React.js for a front end. But now the thing is, how will you link these two? There are many developers called Solidity developers who write smart contract. So the main thing is integration.
Yeah.
For integrating only, we are using a framework called Hard Hat.
What?
Hard Hat.
Oh.
Yeah. So Hard Hat is a framework where you can integrate your Solidity code with your front end. So with that, your the wallet connection and everything will be accomplished with that, and you can test your contract. So first of all, when you are compiling your contract in an IDE, there is a specified IDE to run a Solidity code called Remix IDE. You can run in VS Code, but still it's more efficient. Why I'm telling is, it is having an inbuilt wallet in it. You don't want an external wallet like MetaMask to test your code there. So you will be having an inbuilt wallet in Remix IDE. Just you can compile the code and you can deploy the code. You can check how well it is deployed, and then you can generate the ABI key. What is ABI key is like? It's a JSON-like structure where you will be importing that to your front-end application.
Okay.
So just for interlinking. So that's how for example, if you change any things in the contract, you can just recompile it with some commands like npm hardhat truffle. So you can just do like that when you are starting a newbie in Web3, try learning Solidity. Then when you are very good at Solidity, try learning Rust. So these two languages are the very good languages to start your Web3 journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned about smart contracts. So can you explain what are they and how are they written?
Okay, so basically smart contracts are the set of instructions. You just like you are providing the set of commands to the front end part. Like in Web2 we will be doing a Python for making the functionality happen. Here in Web3, for example, let's take an example of computer ideal status. For example, there are many states in computer like power off, shutdown, and like restart, like that. So you have to find whether the computer is in shutdown state or restart state, something like that. So in Solidity, what you will do, just you will write a contract for that to find that. Just you will be creating a contract and you will be creating the functions.
Okay.
Functions in the sense function for shutdown. Just you will call the variable from the contract. So just like you will be defining the functions in the Remix IDE. When you compile it and deploy the contract, you will be getting the set of functions in a button. Okay. So if you click that, you should know that which state the computer is in. It's just a simple example, but smart contracts has been written for many more higher level languages. Basically a contract, what is a contract is like, in normal terms, what is a contract is like, just there will be two persons, in between them what is happening, that's called a contract. They will sign it, that's all. That same thing will be applied in a smart contract architecture also. Yes.
How are they deployed, and like how are they inserted in a blockchain? What are like the smart contracts? How are they inserted inside the blockchain?
So yeah, so as you write a contract, just I told you, you will be writing contract in Remix IDE, and then what you will do is like you will compile it. You will compile the contract. That's normal. When you're deploying the contract, it will ask that which wallet you want to deploy. That IDE is having their own wallet.
Okay.
If you want to deploy in your own wallet, that is MetaMask, you can just link it. Okay, that deployment process only makes sense in Web3 development. So when you deploy it, for every deployment, there will be a pop-up will be coming. For example, if you are using a MetaMask, the pop-up will be coming. You will be signing the request. So normally when we have in Web2, we will be having a Google authentication or email authentication. Here we will be having the signing authentication. Just you will sign it and give the transaction okay. So then it will be getting deployed. So that's how it is linked to a particular blockchain. A smart contract will be linked to a particular blockchain when you sign the request that has been asked from the MetaMask.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is Ganache blockchain?
Okay, so yeah, it's actually very good topic that Ganache has been used in very real-time objects. So Ganache is a local blockchain. So it is running in your local host first of all. So it's a testnet. You can take it like that also. When you are running a very large-scale application like a supply chain project, there may be many stakeholders and actors involved in the particular blockchain. Like you can take a retailer will be there, a manufacturer will be there, a consumer will be there. So when it comes to a normal Google or the Web 2 kind of project, just what you will do, just you will enter into the application by email or something authentication you will do, right? You will be getting an email, you will be getting your username in that. So for every consumer you are using the particular app will get a username. So with that the operation goes. But here in the Ganache blockchain, for every manufacturer, every retailer, every consumer, they will be given an address.
Yeah.
Any address, the MetaMask wallet or Ganache address will be given. But the most special thing about Ganache is like, even in the comparison itself we can tell. While normally importing any testnet like Sefolia, you have to create your own account again and again. For every manufacturer you have to create, for every retailer you have to create. That's hard actually. You have to create a private key. Private key will be generated, and then it's a very hard process, and you have to get the fund also. But here in Ganache, you will be given the 10 set of accounts which is there in the particular localhost in the workspace. Okay. You just wanna import that account with a private key in the MetaMask. So it's a very good application if you are developing a large scale application like supply chain or voting management kind of thing.
Okay, great. If Ganache is a local blockchain, will that be a scalable?
Yeah, so it is scalable actually, because when it comes to a normal Web3 blockchain development, you just anyway you are gonna develop with the testnet only. Yes. So for testnet, if you take a large scale application like supply chain and all, you just want to import more and more accounts. It will be a messy process. For example, if you take a Sefolia chain, you will be including more than 10 accounts for a particular supply chain blockchain. If you take 10 accounts, where will you get the fund?
Yeah.
For that, there is some limitations for getting the fund that you will be getting around 0.2 Sefolia per day in a particular faucet. Faucet is a place where you can get your testnet. There are many faucets like Mumbai Polygon faucet and Sefolia faucet where you can get your fund for doing a testnet process. But there is some limitations that you can get this much amount of fund. There is another way that you can mine your testnet. For that, you should have some mainnet currency in your account. So yeah, this is some of the messy process in the blockchain that you should import more and more accounts. So in Ganache, it is scalable because it's having more than 10 accounts in it with the fund of 100 Ethereum per account. So if you want to do any more transaction with limitless thing, for every transaction around 0.01 kind of including gas fee, it will be deducted. It's fine to do more than 100 plus transaction.
By the way, what's gas fee?
Yeah, that's good actually. So when it comes to a public blockchain, there will be many minus in it. For every transaction, you will be deducted with the gas fee. For example, a transaction is happening for 0.01 Ethereum. Your gas fee might be a 0.000136. So what is the gas fee is like? For every minus they are in the Ethereum services, this gas fee will be given to them because it is a public blockchain. It makes the blockchain to run efficiently. They are the miners there.
So we're just using the compute power of them and we're giving the gas fee instead.
Yeah, we are giving the gas fee instead. It's not like mining, but still, it's limits. We are not giving our computational power, instead we are giving gas fee for every transaction. Yeah.
Can we import Ganache to the MetaMask?
Yep, we can import that. It's not the whole process will be happening in the Ganache workspace. We'll be creating a workspace in Ganache. Then you will be getting a set of accounts there. So how will you import your Ganache to your MetaMask? It's like when you go to your MetaMask, there is an option called Add Network. So when you are adding a network, you need a RPC URL, you need a chain ID and the chain. Okay. So for that, you will be getting all the things in the Ganache blockchain. You can get the RPC URL there and the chain ID there, and just you have to name it, and the symbol is Ethereum almost. So as it is a testnet of Ethereum, you can import it. The local host with a port number will be there in the MetaMask. So your blockchain has been imported. Then what you have to do, for every address there will be a private key for the Ganache blockchain. So just copy that and paste in the MetaMask. Your 100 Ethereum address will be imported to the MetaMask. Like that you can do for n number of accounts there from Ganache to MetaMask. Yeah.
We talked about blockchain. So can you tell how is it decentralized, and also what are DApps, decentralized apps?
Yeah. Okay. So normally we have well, let's take an example of Amazon. Amazon is a centralized platform where those supply chain will be happening, right? So what is DApp is like? We are making the app decentralized, more transparent, more secure, right? So what if the Amazon is taking the wallet concept and making it like for every consumer they are giving a wallet address like that. So for example, you can take a Coursera or any kind of application. Now what they are doing, instead of giving a certificate in PDF, they are giving the certificate as an NFT.
Oh,
You know what is NFT about?
yes.
Okay, so NFT is like a digital asset where for every NFT there is a marketplace for NFTs called OpenSea, where NFT can be anything. If you are a very good artist, you can draw it and make it as an NFT. It is a very easy process. So for every NFT there is a base price. Then it may rise up, rise up, rise up. It will be in the
It will be kind of auction.
it may be. So it will be in the form of Ethereum first of all. Base price will be form of Ethereum, and then people will be getting buy, and they get the ownership of the particular NFT. How they get the ownership? They will be having a hash. Like you can copy the image and have it as an image, right? Like save an image, and that means that you did not own the particular NFT. You should have a contract address from which contract to which contract it has been sent, and then you will be having a hash for the particular NFT. So instead of giving certificates, they are giving as an NFT, as a digital asset. It's not like a Credly badge, but still as a badge which is running on blockchain. That's called NFT.
Can you just linger about Web3 development more, and how does it differ from traditional software development?
Okay, so yeah, in Web3 development, there is one minor change, major change actually. That is called wallet concept. In Web 2, we don't have any wallet concept kind of thing, right? So in Web 2, when it comes to an authentication kind of thing, as I told before, you will be having an email authentication. But here we will be having a wallet authentication. So if you are entering into any website in a Web 3 kind of application, they will be asking you to connect to your wallet. It's not sign in, it's not login, it's not sign up. It's like connecting to your wallet, so which means that a particular application is getting connected to your wallet. So when you click on connect, it will be having a signed request, and you will sign it, and your MetaMask address will be connected to the particular website. So it's like more secure, and you won't have any password for that. Only connection matters, but still you're having a private key in MetaMask. So the connection will be done, and for everything you are doing, the transaction will be popping up, and your transaction might be safer in the Web3 field. But in Web2, if you are working on any network kind of project, you should know about HTTP and HTTPS. In HTTP, we can't do any payment or something like that in HTTP website, because it don't have a TLS thing. So here in wallet concept, you just transfer fund via wallet itself. So that's the major difference between the Web 2 and Web 3 development kind of things.
It's wallet that makes the difference.
Yeah, wallet makes a difference.
How do we integrate this into Web3 apps?
Web 3 dApps. Yeah, so you can integrate your anyway. You will be writing a smart contract, and every transaction will be happening there, here and there. That's good. But the main framework is Hardhat. So Hardhat is a framework that integrates your smart contract with your React app, or you can take it as any front-end app. So it will be a platform where you can same only the Node.js, Node modules installation, everything is same, but the Hardhat will be different. Just you'll be importing all the smart contracts into the Hardhat, and just linking with the front end. That's one of the main framework to integrate these two. If you are writing only the smart contract, you don't want any Hardhat. Just write a smart contract, deploy it in Remix IDE, just make it work. If you want to integrate with the front end, you just use Hardhat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how is a blockchain scaled, and can we manipulate it by adding extra nodes? If it's in some server running, can we manipulate it?
If manipulation happens, it won't be secure.
So let's say you're talking about supply chain. We want to add more customers and buyers and suppliers. So how do we do that?
Yeah, so it's basically you will be adding another one address. Simple. So it's not node, it's an address. Just you'll be allocating some more address for the particular people there, and just you'll give the address to them, and just they will enter into the application via that address. So it's under one blockchain. You'll be having multiple addresses inside the particular blockchain. So blockchain is a node. From that you'll be having multiple applications from the blockchain. Multiple addresses from the blockchain, where the addresses will be deployed in the particular application. That application will accept these addresses.
Where does node lie in this?
A node node is like a blockchain. For organization blockchain, that's the main node. From that, addresses will be having. For if one address didn't work, it's not that other address won't be working. That's called decentralized.
Yeah. like in the blockchain community, does something like multi-chain interoperability exist? Can different blockchain networks communicate and share information between them?
Yeah, right now there is a cross-chain concept that Polygon X another one chain. That cross-chain concept actually multi-chain interoperability exists. There is many applications like Polkadot and Cosmos where they use the multi-chain interoperability concept, and there is a concept called cross-chain, which means that you can you can run your application with the Polygon and Ethereum. Polygon or on another chain. So that's called cross chain. When you're running with one chain, it's called single chain. When you're running with both chains, it's called cross chain.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the current enhancements going on this field, and what are we actually trying to achieve with this?
Yeah, so the main aim for Web3 and blockchain is to achieve the transparency and security. So the main security is like when you, as I told you that you don't have ownership in Web2. Your data will be getting stolen. Absolutely. Yeah. If you speak with your phone, your data is synced by someone else, right? So, but in Web3, your data is yours. That is ownership you are having. If you develop, when it comes to Web3, if you heard about DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, right? So there won't be any head of contact for the particular people in DAO. We don't have a president. We don't have a head of contact.
So now companies use public data to advertise.
Yeah.
Specifically to a specific person with some specific interest.
Yeah, it's like if you search on Chrome, it will be shown on Instagram.
Yeah, so like they won't be able to do this with web.
Yeah, they can't do it because your data will be secured in chains.
So
right?
It's a loss for them, I guess.
Yeah, so that Web3 is under development right now. So even the DAO culture has not followed by many companies right now because there won't be any head of contact for the particular thing. DAO is like your product is yours. So you will be owner for your particular product. You can't give any ownership to anybody because for every you will be getting a hash, as I told. For every project you will be having an NFT. So absolutely it will happen.
Are we using this blockchain technology the best way possible? And in your opinion, which segment or field can be largely impacted by it, other than this transfer funds and like that?
So yeah,
the financial.
Decentralized finance, actually, there is one of the concept called decentralized finance. There, this thing will be having a very huge impact when it comes to there are many sectors like finance and banking sectors where the fund transfer happens. It will create a very much impact on the particular area and field of interest. That's one of the major thing because of making the security, and there won't be any middleman in between these processes. Okay. You can know that when you are a usual bank transfer, you will be transferring a money from you to me. You are transferring money. There is a middleman called bank, right? You will be sending money, and it will go to the bank server, and it will be coming, and it will be updating in the thing. But in Web3, there won't be any middleman. Only you and me. That's the main thing in Web3. You may ask, where is the security here?
Who manages it?
Yeah, so, but here the security is the chain transfer between you and me. So there is a encryption embedded in the blockchains to make the transaction happen.
So who builds the blockchain doesn't manage it?
No, they don't.
So what they do?
Actually, it's like they will manage when it comes to maintenance part of the particular application. So when they are using Ethereum chain, the Ethereum chain, all the transaction will be happening, which means the builder of Ethereum will be handling that. So under Ethereum, this application is running. It's not that he's associated with the chain, he can't control the chain. Okay. It's like that. For every transaction you are doing, you can see that in the Ether scan. There is a thing called Ether scan where you can check all the transaction happening from where you get your receiver sender addresses and all. When you get any tokens or any NFT, any airdrop you're getting, you will be getting that information in like a blank statement. You can get that in the Ether scan.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would be like if we implement a blockchain-based voting system? Because right now people say EVM can be hacked. For some parties it can be hacked, for some parties it can't be. So how it would be if we implement a blockchain voting system?
Yes, so when it comes to a blockchain-based voting system, the main motto is to make the people vote once. Yeah, right? Okay. So you'll be allotted an address. Let's take an example. And the party head, that is the candidate will be getting the address. So you will be voting from from this address has been voted. That's all. If you come again with the same address, you can't vote it again. So we can make the invalid vote countless. So this is how the decentralized voting system works. But The thing is like the main doubt. What if the voter gets another one address?
Yeah.
Right? They can't. Why? Because for every voter, one address will be given. Address's name will be different. Okay. So they can't get another address like an voter ID. Simple. Like an voter ID, they will get another address. That is not digitalized. It is digitalized. So just they can vote only once for the particular candidate. So the votes will be counted accordingly to the particular station where they vote.
Are we implementing it some way in some country or?
Right now, I don't think that the blockchain-based voting system is implemented. It will be implemented because it is under process.
Okay.
It's not fully functional like Web 2. Web 2 is under development. So many updates will be coming, and I hope it will be implemented. It will be good.
Oh.
Yeah.
How can AI help in blockchain?
Yeah, good. So actually, we are in an AI era, right?
Yeah.
So there are many AI models coming in a day-to-day manner. They're updating very much. I can tell one application where AI and blockchain can be interlinked. So as I told you about NFT, right? I'm a very good artist. I can draw it and I can sell it as an NFT.
Yeah.
What if an AI does? I'm just giving a prompt to an AI. We can use the text to image generation AI. I'm just giving a prompt, and the AI is getting generated. The image is getting generated by the AI. There's an application called AI-based NFT generator, where you can give your prompt. The AI will be generating the image, and then an image will be converted into NFT that is sent into IPFS. IPFS is a place where your NFT and the image getting stored there in the particular kind of thing. So your metadata can be generated from the IPFS. So the thing is like if you are an artist, you are getting a chance. You are not getting the chance to mint an NFT because AI is doing. AI can draw even more very good models right now. If you see in Apple Intelligence, it's Apple Intelligence 18.2. The update came today. The image is generated very, very accurately and very, very good to mint as an NFT. So AI is getting generalized and it is getting very much heights right now. So that one of the application is AI-based NFT generator. You can generate NFT with the AI image that is being generated. Actually, one of the AI-based image generator got sold for 1 lakh.
Okay.
So it makes a difference, right? Just you are a developer and just making an image out of AI and just selling it in NFT. That's all. Simple. You get 1 lakh just like this.
You are an artist without an artist.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. That's about blockchain.
Yeah.
For you, what does it mean to live a happy life? Like, what makes you happy?
Okay. It's a generalized question or related to
General question.
general question? Okay. So basically, what I do to make me happy is like when it comes to academics sort of thing, I recommend people to get into research. So the main research area are many more research areas like blockchain, cloud, quantum is there. So just you can make a research out of that and you can just publish journals and many more patents. For the students who are newbies here, I'm just telling, you can publish patents. If you are a very good idea, you can publish your patent. If you're a very good idea with an implementation, go for journals and just explore more things in it. So I what I'm telling is like you can tell that it won't make you happy, it will give workload. But when you complete the particular thing and if you see the result, that's one of the very big happiness I have. So when I jumped in my 4th year, I didn't know anything about research paper or journal. So then after I published around 12 plus conference papers and 7 plus patent. So after seeing the result with the research what we have done, it's okay. We learned something and just it will make you happy. And when it comes to a blockchain, it is like it is a very new topic. You can explore more and more thing in blockchain. It's not like fully accomplished Web 2, it's Web 3. So just you can move deep and deep into blockchain topics and you can just explore more things into it so that you can make a very new invention. Because if you do a project in Web 2, it's already existing. You just want to think more and more algorithms to make it implement. But in Web 3, many things was not implemented till. If you implement it, you are the king. So you can try that and can do that.
Are the algorithms for Web3 different from Web2 or just the same one?
Sometimes it may be same when it comes to the optimization kind of thing. Some algorithms are same only, but some are different. When it comes to you can link with computer security with the with the blockchain. So there are many security algorithms there in blockchain, right? So those things are all same only. The encryption, decryption, the public key, private key concepts and all information security concepts are same. Okay. So those concepts are same. Some of the chain concepts only it will be getting differed. How the chain is deployed, something like that, it will be getting differed. But mostly the security algorithms are same only. Okay. Just making a small difference in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed it. Keep growing. We'll see you in the next one.
Wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces.